Here in New York, we're joined by Angeles Solis, lead organizer on the Workplace Justice Team at Make the Road New York. She helps lead the group's Beyond Amazon coalition. Talk about as Prime Day is offered all over the world, and explain what that is, what people did on the ground.
Oof. Well, Prime Day is essentially Amazon's Black Friday in the middle of the summer. It's a made-up holiday to sell products that many of us don't need. However, our organizing against Prime Day actually started even before the 15th and the 16th. On July 11th, Amazon had their annual Web Services Summit here in New York City. Over 9,000 participants came to assist tech coding workshops. Corporate clients of Amazon and Amazon employees gathered. And we had over 500 immigrants, community members, warehouse workers demonstrating outside. We had over 30 disruptors on the inside, directly disrupting and speaking to Vice President of Amazon and Chief Technical Officer Werner Vogels, demanding that they cut their ties with ICE and asking that they respect workers.
Well, Agnes, what about the working conditions at some of these Amazon or most of these Amazon facilities?
Amazon will do their best to cover up, to silence, and divide workers that are speaking out. They also love to publish, especially around this time of year, as many of you may have already seen, the tours that they offer, the pictures and videos of Amazon warehouse employees holding Prime Day signs and dancing around. But those stories do not match up with the stories of workers coming through our doors, stories of workers who have shared complaints of chronic nosebleeds from cutting up cardboard boxes and the dust getting inside of their noses and not getting the proper protective equipment that they need. Stories of workers who have been interrogated by management, asking what they did for 72 seconds when they slowed down. Stories of workers that have faced repeated harassment, repeated discrimination, and have been made to feel like they're machines and not humans working in a warehouse.
As we hear about workplace conditions, also this issue of cooperation with ICE. Can you talk about Amazon's use of facial recognition software?
Yes. Recently, Amazon has been marketing and soliciting to federal agencies like Immigration and Customs Enforcement the use of their recognition, spelled with a K, technology. And this technology—
That's their brand name, you mean,
that's
spelled
right,
with a K.
Right. This technology is absolutely concerning to us. It is absolutely dangerous to immigrant communities and communities of color. It has a higher rate on women, gender-conforming individuals and people of color. And this technology can identify up to 500 people in a photo or in a video. Now, in the hands of ICE, in the hands of CBP, this is exactly the type of technology that Trump wants to expand the platforms of imprisonment, detainment, deportation, and even, yes, death of immigrants and children in ICE detention camps, in CBP holding facilities, and in conditions on our border. So Amazon is absolutely enabling the technology of ICE, Customs and Border Patrol, and DHS in perpetuating the harm on immigrant communities in our country. And it's not just the facial recognition software we have to be worried about. Amazon Web Services hosts all of the technology infrastructure for Palantir and a number of other companies that carry out their operations for ICE and DHS and CBP, right? So without Amazon Web Services, Palantir cannot rip families apart, cannot identify and collect and build profiles of immigrants that they will then ultimately harm and deport.